for me, it's like, how do you make, how do you make it timeless? If you're working in the moment, how does it become timeless? Because that's what great work is, right?
Yeah, and I think that's when you tap the archetypes in the collective unconscious. And the collective unconscious having things that are not necessarily just what's popular for that moment, but things that constantly keep repeating themselves. And that's because we're vehicles for the archetypes. So either we're puppets or they're puppets, but like this basic structure that finds through human beings and animals a way to exist. So I think when you hit something archetypal or something core to everybody's unconscious, then it's timeless. I think that's the edge that the contemporary artist runs. Will this only have its day in the sun until it's over, and then, because this is basically an extension of abstract expressionism.
Well, I think that
there's a
unfortunately
environmental thing that's
timelessness in art hardly exists anymore. So maybe it needs to happen again, because
so you can do a loud sort of fantastical thing to get known, or
I guess that's what I'm trying to refer to, is that I feel like that's what's done now.
Yeah, you have to do some outrageous.
The moment now. It's about lasting for your 15 minutes of fame.
Right.
That to me is where the contemporary art world is.
One-hit wonders.
Yeah. And so I do think there might be a struggle to get timeless work. Well, at least timeless work that's in the MoMA, right? Because it's not appreciated as much as it used to be.
But I think it might. I mean, just going to pop culture, like now there's a slow a slow food movement. You know what I mean? People are wanting to
slow down,
to go back to what it was, instead of like McDonald's, Starbucks, whatever.
Well, we're going to have to. We're getting to a point where we have to, and community things and things that are free start to become important. Art shows tend to be free a little bit. But I also think that there's always walls. There are always walls, and people are always going to need something to look at. So even though I think so,
I love the idea that we're talking about, that we're redefining kind of what it means to be an artist, that this is a free event, it's for the masses. You are affecting people in a positive way, and you're building relationships with them via your plastic, object. And that's pretty amazing.
It's still happening is what's intense.
It's still happening.
It's like it's still happening after how many, when the first exhit, the cave paintings of Lascaux, where they're like, oh, we're going to go kill that bison, come look. Whatever, so it's like we're still doing it. So that to me is...
it's exciting.
Yeah, and very timeless. Just the event itself, to stand in front of a quiet piece on the wall, that's a timeless thing to do. One of my teachers once said, Gail, people don't just, a good painting's a good painting and they will buy it, but people buy something because it's like a totem. It's like they have to have it. It's not necessarily because it's a good investment or a present. So
especially most people who've never bought art before, when I talk to them and I ask them why they bought a certain thing that I'm looking at, they say, I don't know, I just thought I had to have it. And that is like,
and that's magical.
How cool is that?
That's really deep, because then you're almost like in each other's pajamas. Like we're sharing some similar consciousness that that's what I want these to do, is I want you to say, hey, do you see the butterfly? I didn't try to paint the butterfly, but do you see it? And they're just like, no. And then I point it out, I'm like, oh! And then all of a sudden we're both seeing the crystal from the same side, because everything's